So do you have an idea of what is left then? Is there? What about the near-death experiences and out-of-the-body experiences?
Hast du eine Idee, was nach dem Tod kommt? Was ist zum Beispiel mit Nahtoderlebnissen?
Okay, so that's a heavy question that deserves some thoughtful answer.
Eine schwierige Frage.
Okay, first of all, we need to ask ourselves when we talk about life after death, whether our ambition is to practically live forever.
Ist unser Ehrgeiz für ewig zu leben?
When I'm asking that, like, are we planning on living forever as the personal us, as the personal I, be it a soul or anything? So the question is, when I ask, are we planning on living forever? What I mean is, okay, so perhaps we are not dead, we will not die, and then or the physical body will die, and then I don't know, something else happens. Whether it is another incarnation or moving to some heavenly realm.
Also entweder wir kommen in den Himmel oder wir werden in den
And then whatever is going on, I don't know what kind of which one of the worlds is to be expected.
was auch immer man dann erwarten
But then, does that mean that even that doesn't die eventually?
Das wird auch niemand sterben.
And if he dies and only changes again and retains its personal I, does it mean that it is even more eternal than our sun, for example, that is going to die in about
So weitergehen, das wird niemals sterben.
in something like 5 billion years, or at least start to die in 5 billion years. So,
Die Sonne wird auch sterben.
and when we look at something that is so tremendous as the sun, we don't think that the sun will reincarnate or go to some heavenly realm of suns, like many suns walking with legs embraced by their dead suns. Like, oh sun, you have finally come back to me. I'm not cynical, by the way. I'm really trying to question this. It's just
Ich meine das ernst. Ich frage das wirklich.
because it's a serious question, not because I'm joking, being cynical. I'm joking, but not being cynical.
Ich bin hier nicht zynisch.
So if when a sun dies, we don't think of it as something that retains its being, only changing form or something like that, or only, I don't know, taking off the old clothes of being a sun and then becoming like a happy spirit. We do agree that the sun simply dies and this completely disintegrates, and if there is another sun, that is like another sun.
Wenn die Sonne stirbt, dann glauben wir, dass sie komplett gestorben ist und sich aufgelöst hat und dass es dann eine andere Sonne vielleicht gibt und es ist eine andere Sonne.
So then the question is, if you say, and I know you cannot talk now, but if you say that you are afraid of dying at one point,
Also Angst hast, an einem Punkt zu sterben.
I mean, does it mean that you are expecting to live forever, or like for, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years? And if it's not forever, then that means that at one point you will face death.
Erwartest du also, dass du 200, 300 Millionen Jahre lebst oder nicht? Weil dann bedeutet es
What I'm saying is that at one point we will have to meet the death of the personal me, the personal self, as we know it. That means even as a soul, like the very feeling of I unless somebody says, no, that means that we actually live forever. Like it means that even after the universe dies, like we live for eternities with the Creator. And that I say, okay, so enjoy your belief, I'm out.
Wenn jemand sagt, dass wir ewig leben, immer weiter.
I don't think we are so precious. You see, I don't think we are such magnificent, awesome minds and hearts that we should be preserved like for eternity and never face a personal dissolution. So this is one. At one point or another, we do have to meet the end of self.
Also müssen wir irgendwann den Tod des Selbstes.
And in that sense, it doesn't matter whether there is an afterlife or not.
Dann ist es eigentlich egal, ob es ein Leben nach dem Tod gibt oder nicht.
I'm not sure what happens after death.
Ich weiß nicht, was nach dem Tod passiert.
I have my theories, and they do appear as part of my theoretical part of work, but for me it is not important at all. For me, even if there are like 99% that we will reincarnate or move to the afterlife or whatever, even if there is 1% chance that it is wrong, then I should be prepared.
Sogar wenn es nur 1% Wahrscheinlichkeit gibt,
and please, you must agree with me that there is at least 1% chance that we will end up like going to sleep at night. You see, when we go to sleep at night, we die.
Also es kann ja sein, dass es einfach nicht schlafen.
I mean, what guarantees that we will wake up in the morning? I mean, what? Belief, trust, habit? It's like, because we die, we lose completely consciousness, nothing remains. So why would it be like after death? Again, it is possible that there will be something else. But I wouldn't count on it, you see? I wouldn't put my money, all my money on it. I would rather put my money on a much better and much safer investment that is called the eternity of the universe. And when I say the eternity of the universe, I even don't necessarily mean the eternity of this specific universe. I mean the eternity of this wholeness that keeps moving and changing and creating itself out of an unknowable source.
Du solltest dich also darauf verlassen, nicht also auf die Ewigkeit, aber nicht auf die Ewigkeit, die wir jetzt kennen, sondern auf eine Ewigkeit von allem, was bewegt, was wird, was sich erneuert, was sich schafft.
This is anyway liberation. And the question is whether we are interested in actual liberation. In liberation, even those traditions that believe that there is reincarnation, for example, they still maintain that the destination, the highest destination is the end of self, meaning the end of reincarnation, dissolution in nothingness, and so on and so on. So what troubles me, what for me is really important as a teacher of transformation is why would I need the continuity of the self, you see?
Wozu brauche ich das Kontinuum meines Selbst?
Especially when I can connect myself with the eternity, with the real eternity that I am.
So, wenn ich mich verbinden kann mit der wahren.
Because the personal self is an illusion. It's just like, as we said in the morning, it's like something like a cloud.
Persönlichkeit ist wie eine Wolke, eine Illusion.
And this is anyway not what we are,
Das ist nicht, was uns ausmacht.
because we are this life and this wholeness and this totality of
Jene
existence.
Einheit und jenes Leben.
That is why I'm saying that we need to examine deeply.
Deswegen müssen wir alles ganz genau untersuchen.
Why do we need the personal self to be preserved?
Warum
Why?
müssen wir das brauchen, dass unsere Persönlichkeit erhalten bleibt?
If when I will die, I'm going to make sure that I'm not relying on anything to come up. If something comes up and suddenly all these angels are like lovingly embracing me and I'm with my white light gown floating on clouds and perfect, no problem. If I'm even reincarnating again, no problem. I have no problem, by the way, to reincarnate for eternities. I don't understand Buddha about the taking the trouble not to reincarnate, because it seems like what's the problem? It's just like anything else when you're non-attached. You see, you can be whatever. I don't care to reincarnate for eternities as a horse and trees, and who cares? It's all just an experience anyway. So the real thing here is the fear that we must face one day of the end of self, the personal self, like that. Yes, I know it is terrifying. As I told Oscar 3 days ago, no, 2 days ago, it should be terrifying. It's not. I know. I will not tell you anything else because for the personal self to be conscious of its own ending, not knowing what comes next, that's an astonishing situation. And this is why I said this morning, to be conscious and to know that we're going to die, which is unlike any other creature. Like we can contemplate on our death, write poems about our death, invent mythologies about our death and what comes next, and fear death, and accompany dear ones in their process of dying. And these are all like, it is an astonishing thing. It's not something that it's like, in a way, hoping or believing firmly in the afterlife. I feel it hinders some kind of a very big challenge in our transformation, you see? Because if we say, yeah, okay, so we'll die and then we'll reincarnate or we'll go to the afterlife and then there's no death anyway, that's an easy way to deal with it. It's not, because as I say, at one point we need to face the fact that we are not eternal, not in the way we want it to be. Yes, we are made of eternity, completely. I would agree. We are made of of energy and probably layers of eternity which we cannot even fathom. We are made of it. We are eternity, but not in a personal self. So I know that that is not comforting at all. I know that to have, I had it myself, to have some guru telling you, don't worry, you will, there will be afterlife and then there's no, you can never die. That, I mean, I would love to hear it. Only I have some curse. I cannot accept anything.
Problem ist nur, ich kann das nicht akzeptieren.
Especially when it seems to me like an escape and a wish for comfort. You see? So for me, when I'm looking at the reincarnation, that I'm asking what part in me would really want to believe in it, would really want to
Welcher Teil von mir möchte wirklich gerne an Inkarnation
to possess this conviction.
Wer möchte davon gerne überzeugt sein?
And when I say that that part in me is fear, I cannot accept it. Then I say, okay, I'm better off without it.
Dann kann ich das nicht mehr akzeptieren. Dann glaube ich, ist es besser.
I need to face the challenge. I need to stand in front of the abyss. You see? Abyss. Can you help?
Abgrund.
Okay, to stand in front of the abyss on the verge and look, yes, there's darkness in it. There's the possibility of true nothingness, yes.
Ja, es gibt die Möglichkeit, dass nichts da ist.
And then I need to say yes.
Und dann muss ich sagen, ja.
This is like the greatest thing I think a human mind can do, because
das stärkste, was ein menschliches Bewusstsein nutzungsfähig ist.
it's then you really start living with death, you see?
Dann kann man wirklich anfangen, mit Tod zu leben.
To live with death is actually a source of great intelligence and wakefulness and love of life, tremendous love of life.